What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. So, this video, I'm going to be talking about how to land storefront clients for your window cleaning business. So, my window cleaning business, the majority of my business comes from storefront businesses. Now, this is I guess, client that I have, in a sense, have pursued the most than any other client, much more than residential. I do some residential jobs, but mainly I do storefront businesses. Storefront businesses are a good way to start. If you're thinking about starting a window cleaning business or have started one, it's a good way to get better at your skill of window cleaning because it's pretty straightforward. Storefront businesses are simple. They provide reoccurring income if you agree with the client. If you clean, you do a good job, and you sell them on a subscription, sort of a reoccurring plan. For example, every 2 weeks or every weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. So the way that you get started with window clean with storefront work is, if you live in a city, which I assume you are if you're watching this, if you live in a city, in a suburban neighborhood where there's malls, where there's stores, go to a street where there's a lot of businesses. And a good idea would be, you don't need this, but have business cards or flyers. Now, business cards are cheap, cost about $50 for 500 business cards, or flyers is about $60 for 500 flyers. You can make a flyer on Canva, put it on some particular, or Canva, yeah, Canva, you can make flyers on there. So do that. You don't necessarily need that, but it's kind of good in the sense of you have something to give a prospect so that they can call you back. When I started with nothing. I started with no flyer, no cards. I just went to my local, city street, main street, walked down all of the businesses, asked every business. Now, what do you do? What do you say? So what you should say is, well, you start with an introduction. Say, hello, my name is Robert. I have a local window cleaning business. You can say this may not even doesn't have to be true, but in a sense, it gives you credibility in their mind. Just say you clean a few businesses in the area, and you noticed their windows are dirty, and would you be interested in a quote? Very simple. Walk in. Hello, my name is Robert. I have a local window washing business. I noticed the windows are dirty. Would you be interested in a quote? Something like that. Straightforward. Ask them if they'd be interested, and if they are, give them a quote for the job. And so with storefront cleaning, I generally charge $5 per pane. So if it's a medium to big size, I keep it at $5 just for the exterior. So if there's 4 big panes and the door, that's 20, 25. I would charge 25 for the exterior, or $50 for inside-outside cleaning. This also depends on the area. Obviously, if you're in an area where it's not as nice, you want to lower it a little bit. But if you're in a good area where there's, you can tell the value of the properties around the stores and the area is higher, you can ask for more and get away with it because it's a nicer area. So very simple. Go into businesses, introduce yourself, let them know who you are, let them know you have a window cleaning business, and if they let them know, I noticed the windows are a bit dirty, the windows in the frames. So you want to point out the problem to them. You want to make them aware of the problem. And some things they may say is, oh, we already have a guy. If they say that, you should say, well, the windows are dirty. Has he not been coming by? Because I'm in the area. I take care of businesses in this area. I can bust that out for you in the next 10, 20 minutes. No problem. You can say that because a lot of times people will say they have a cleaner, but it doesn't. They're probably just lying, or they maybe do have someone, but maybe they just stopped coming by. So that's your opportunity, and and it's really a numbers game. You have to do this for a lot of businesses. When I started this, I was going to 20, 30 businesses a day, and out of that, I'd probably average about 2 to 3 businesses. Out of, every 10, I'd get at least one on average. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Some days you really don't get any work. It's really dependent on where you live. If you live in a highly populated area where there's a lot of stores, storefronts, then you can really build out a route that provides you stable, reoccurring income. Now, if you're in an area where there's maybe not as many businesses, not as many storefronts, this might not be the best strategy for you. You might want to look more into residential cleaning, which to get into that, you need to have flyers. You could do door-to-door knocking in residential. I've done that. I haven't really learned it well. Door-to-door with businesses compared to residential is it's a lot easier to do door-to-door, sell yourself to businesses, because businesses expect people to walk in and they need that. They need their windows cleaned. Every business, at least if the business owner cares about the aesthetic and the visual perception of their business, will invest in window cleaning, So it's a very easy sell. Well, residential homes, it's a little more difficult because you're going to someone's home. They don't want to be sold, at least from my experience. Maybe I just haven't learned how to sell well door to door for residential. And maybe I got to work on that. Maybe that's just something I'm not good at. So yeah, this is just, like I said, storefront window cleaning. It's a good way to earn some extra money. If you want to earn an extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month, and pretty quickly, if you really hustle, you can get to that in 2-3 months, where you're supplementing an extra $2,000 to $3,000 a month just from cleaning windows, basic equipment, an initial startup, expenses of, I don't know, $150, and then you have everything you need to start a business, a side hustle, to make that extra $1,000 to $3,000 a month doing a simple service. And this you can continue to scale, especially if you land bigger, high-ticket clients. Eventually you could be getting bigger restaurant chains, Chick-fil-A's, you could get, steakhouses, big restaurants. Now, these are good because these pay a lot more and they're frequent. We're talking $200 to $400 every time you clean, once a month, bi-weekly. And if you can lock down a lot of those clients, then you're making really good money. I'm in the process of gaining those clients. In the last couple of months, I've gotten bigger restaurants, and I'm learning to I'm targeting those more now. The bigger paying, the restaurant, the bigger restaurant businesses, and yeah. So, but it's a process when you're starting. Just it's gonna be hard at first because going in and pitching yourself is gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel weird because it's a new skill and you haven't done it before. But like anything, the more you do it, the more that your pitch will just roll off the tongue. And another important thing to know, in my experience, is before you sort of ask, when you go in, try to be very friendly, very personable. Like walk in and ask them how their day is going. Make a comment about something in the business, about, how long the business has been there. Ask them about themselves, how long they've been in business, or, how is business. Make a personal connection. If you make a personal connection with the person, the manager, the owner, and you build, some rapport with them, this will go a long way in helping you secure them as a client. This helps immensely, because if you go in and you're just like a robot pitching, your chances of landing them as a client will go down because there's no emotion. If you go in like a person and you make a joke and you're in a good mood and you make them laugh, they're going to remember you. They're going to remember you, and they're going to want to work with you because you took the time and the effort to actually, maybe get to know them a little bit, ask them a couple questions, and just be a relaxed, you know, chill person, someone that's friendly, someone that's personable. That helps immensely. So that's my advice. If you are getting into window cleaning, storefront window cleaning in particular, it is not the niche with the most money initially, but as you stack accounts over time, you could definitely increase your income. The more that you hustle, the more that you build a reputation, the more that clients refer you to other clients. If you get a big, commercial client, and that leads to more opportunities, it could be a very lucrative way to earn some extra income or even build a business in itself. So, yeah, that is my take on getting into storefront window cleaning and the pitch. And yeah, so if you guys found any value in the video, like it. Any questions you have, leave the questions in the comments down below. And if you have anything else, I already said that, comments. Anyway, that's the video. Have a great day. Peace out.